thank you for joining us on this episode of the Semper Gumby channel. Today we're going to be talking about power stations, or how to charge your power stations. Well, we all know there are several ways to charge a power station. One, if you're around grid power, you can use 110 to charge it up. Two, gas generators. Three, you can use a 12-volt system in your car with a cigarette lighter, and we know that takes forever to charge. And then lastly, solar power panels, and that's based on the weather conditions, the environment. If it's a cloudy day, it could take forever to charge up your power stations. But what if I told you there was also an alternative way to charge your power station while you're dispersed camping? This right here is BLUETTI's new DC to DC charger. This is the Charger 1, and it was just released about 2 weeks ago. And this is an alternative way to charge up your power stations while on the go. This thing hooks up to your battery, your 12-volt system in your vehicle, thus allowing you to charge up your power stations using power cords hooked up to this to your power station. And I want to thank BLUETTI. They are a sponsor of today's video, and we are going to hook this up to the truck, and then we're going to do some testing, and I'll show you how this little DC to DC charger works. This power station behind me is the BLUETTI AC180T. It is the solar swap dual battery power station, and mainly this one will be used for the BLUETTI fridge. And if you saw the fridge that came out about 3 or so months ago, it uses external batteries where you can plug in or put into the fridge, and you don't need any additional power. Well, this power station has 2 batteries that go into the fridge. This power station allows you to put one of these batteries into the fridge, or you can run this power station with 1 or 2 batteries. So this setup here will be used primarily for my fridge slash freezer. And if you know that BLUETTI's fridge, when they came out, it has an ice maker, freezer, and a regular fridge. And using the DC to DC charger, it will allow me to keep my 180T topped off or charged when my batteries get low. And I can also use this with my solar power panels. Now, basically, you would have to get, if you have a different power station, like a 240 or 200L, the adapter cords do not come with the BLUETTI DC to DC charger. Now, depending on your power station, the inputs for each power stations are different. Now, the 180T does use the Anderson connector with the MC4s. They connect right into the DC input, the PV DC input, and then on the opposite end you do have your MC4s. Now, when you purchase your DC to DC charger, they will supply you with this adapter. This will go into your inputs, and then the other end will just connect right into your MC4 connectors, just like that. And then it'll charge into your system, charging your power station. So it's really simple, and that way it would allow me to top off my batteries while driving my vehicle. Now, this is the wiring system. It's pretty simple. You have two wires. You have your positive and negative, And they also supply you with a 60 amp switch right there. And then the two wires connect straight into your charger. So before we mount this in the vehicle, I am actually going to hook up the MC4 connectors to the output. So if you open this flap right here, you will see that there are two Allen heads in here, and that will actually tighten down into the output screws here. So what I'll do is you have a negative and then a positive. So we'll go ahead and set those in here. So we'll go ahead and loosen that up. Now we'll insert our negative in here, and then we'll tighten that down. Okay, and then we'll put our positive in there. So hooking up your system is so easy. All you have to do is run your cables, and using the wire kit, which is sold separately, run it to your positive and negative of your battery. Then basically come through your firewall underneath the dash, and I ran it along the side, and then it just runs underneath my mat, and then comes up to the box. And what I did is I did mount the box to the back of the wall on the truck. Now I deleted my seat because I don't use the seat on this side, and then I did build the platform for my cooler. So the cooler is going to sit right here, my BLUETTI cooler, and you won't see the wires, but I mounted the 60 amp fuse here, and I shut it off when I'm not using the system. And then it comes up to the BLUETTI DC charger, and then I just mounted it to the back. It's a really simple design. My BLUETTI fridge, it's got the fridge on one side and the freezer on the other side, and this is where the battery goes. And right now it's powered up. It's got a full battery, so, and it's not plugged in, as you can see. In fact, I'll unplug it so you guys can. So it's just running off the battery. And I am making ice right now, so as you can see, we'll have ice in about 15 minutes. And this is the BLUETTI solar swap fridge. And like I said, it takes the batteries from that power station to power it up. So you can use the batteries. They last for a while. I would say a good 12-13 hours, I guess, per battery. I used it at the Moore Expo, and it ran for a day and a half. But it all depends on the settings you got, and if you're making ice, it probably lasts a little bit shorter than that. So we'll get the batteries down, and we'll go ahead and power up the power station here in just a second. All right, so I went ahead and put the other battery in. It's about 90%. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and start the vehicle, and we're going to go ahead and see how much wattage this DC charger to charger is putting out to charge these power station. Now they say it's about 500 and somewhat watts, and it takes about 30 seconds for the charger to power up. So let's go ahead and do that right now. Okay, so I'll go ahead and turn on the power switch, and then you will see there is a green light blinking right up there. So we'll see that. And it went from blinking to steady. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what kind of power it's pulling in. Right there, there we go, folks. Right now it's at 200. Okay, so basically on the Bluetooth, you go ahead and hit charger, and when you hit your charging voltage, you have your models of your power station. So I went and hit the 180T and it updated it. Now I'm charging 511 watts coming in to my power station. Right now it's showing 496, so close to 500 watts, and that is just amazing. And we got 56 volts, and let me see, 13.4 volts at 55 coming in. So we're charging. We can also do silent charging as well. So on the Bluetooth app, I've got all my devices, all my BLUETTI devices on here. So let me see. So you can, like I said, download the BLUETTI app. I downloaded the charger, and like I said, right now we're pulling about 500 amps. So if you go to the charging voltage, you can see what model power station you have. So and it, for BLUETTI, it'll automatically detect that power station. So just a few minutes ago, we started charging the AC 180T. It was at 90%. We are at 95% right now. So this little DC to DC charger is pretty awesome. I'm pretty impressed. And don't worry if you forget to turn off your switch, because they have a built-in feature that this DC to DC charger will shut itself off after 30 minutes, so you don't run your battery dry on your vehicle. So if you're looking to get the DC to DC charger 1 from BLUETTI, go to BLUETTIpower.com and check it out. Right now I believe they're on sale for $199.99, so $200. But I recommend getting the kit, which includes the wiring harness, all the connections, the fittings, the whole thing, which will make it a lot easier to wiring up. I mean, it's just bolted to your battery, screw it on, run the cables, and then connect it to the charger. That kit with the charger is $329. So but it made it so much simpler, I should say, to hook it up into the back of the truck. But I think I'm going to enjoy using it. But also I want to thank BLUETTI for sending us the DC charger to charger 1 for testing and for using it to power up our BLUETTI power stations. If you do have any questions, go ahead and pop them in the comment box below, and I'll put the links and everything to the charger and to the power stations and the fridge in the description. If you made it this far in the video, I want to thank you. If you're a first-time subscriber, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right up there, and hit the like and a bell notification, and then hit all notifications. That way you're notified of all the new videos that I put out. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for subscribing to us, and I appreciate the support. But until the next video, we'll catch you then. This is Semper Gumby out.